Welcome to another yoga class. Today we are going to be focusing on a bit of a detox. So any exercise is a detox. As long as you're moving, you're stimulating the lymphatic system, which cleans you out. But today we're going to do a few more extra twists and massaging into the belly. So if you feel a little nauseous at any point, please just go into child's pose and make sure that after this class you drink plenty of water. And well, the moon is in Virgo, which is what's inspired me to do the detox today, because Virgo rules the intestine and it rules the nervous system as well. So you Virgos out there, you'll know all about that. You are often quite obsessed with your health and also can be quite anxious at times. So I'm going to be showing you some acupuncture points a little bit later into the class to show you what you can do to help shift those hunger pains, and to help also to shift the anxiety and to calm the nervous system. Okay, so let's begin. Just make sure that if you're very tight in the upper back, the hips, you might want to be using a block. We're going to start off in child's pose with your forehead on the floor, and again you can just use your block. If you want, you can place your forehead onto the block if it's more comfortable. And you're going to place your arms next to you, palms facing upwards, taking a nice full yoga breath in through the nostrils, taking that breath all the way down to the very bottom part of the lungs. Feel the body expand, and as you exhale, just soften the upper body over the lower body. Just get a sense of draping the upper body over the lower body. Just feel the tops of the feet pressing into the ground, tops of the shins, arms, forehead, just getting your awareness completely back into your body. The minute we bring our awareness into our bodies, it helps to calm the mind. So just continue taking some nice deep breaths, feeling the expansion into the back of your rib cage as you fill those lungs. And just feel how the whole body changes as you exhale. Just also taking a moment to appreciate that wonderful oxygen, that plentiful supply. Absolute gratitude just for the simple things in life. Also the third eye, pressing into the ground, stimulating the third eye, just awakening into our higher senses, our intuition, but not losing that groundedness and that awareness in the physical body. And then just set your intention for your practice, whatever that might be, to bring more awareness to your health, or to get a better mind-body connection, so that you can recognize symptoms, changes in the body, and act on them as soon as they occur. Just getting that really good conversation going on between your mind and your body, so that you can recognize what it is that your body is telling you. Whatever your intention might be, just placing that right there, right now, right here. And then inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift your core in towards your spine, wrap your ribcage around your spine so that you can feel the front of the ribcage lift, and slowly roll up. You're going to stack one vertebra at a time. You're going to try and keep your chin tucked for as long as possible, and unwind yourself slowly, keeping your chin tucked. Slowly, slowly, slowly lift that chin, bring it back to parallel to the ground, and then bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers and open up your chest, just in a gesture of receiving whatever the awareness might be there for you during the next half an hour or so. And then come onto all fours, releasing your hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide, inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to round your spine up, pushing actively into your hands, and then give a little bit of a push into your shins and the tops of your feet as you tuck your chin a little bit more. Straight away, inhale, release. Lowering your belly, lifting your chin, and sliding your shoulder blades down your back. Spread your sit bones. Inhale, exhale, reverse the whole movement. And hold it here for a moment. You're just going to gently rock your whole body from front to back, front to back of your mat. Just feeling, take yourself a little further each time so you can feel that movement in the wrists, in the joints, just warming up the wrists. Come back to center, inhale and release it, reverse the movement. Now the next time you exhale, you're going to exhale really strongly but out the mouth, and you're going to round up. Now you're going to hold your breath out for 4. Unless you are pregnant, do not hold your breath. Okay, 4 counts. And inhale, release it as gracefully as you can, bringing that oxygen right down to your belly. Open your chest. Exhale again out the mouth strongly. Throw that breath out. Hold it out for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And inhale. Nice smooth exhalation as you reverse the movement, dropping your belly down to the floor. You can give those shoulder blades a little bit of a shrug and exhale out the mouth strongly. Now hold this for 8 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And inhale and release. Exhale out the mouth. Hold for 10 counts. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and inhale. We're going to repeat 10 counts. So exhale first. Really exhale out the lungs. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. Last one. So empty those lungs. Make it count. And hold for 10, 2, 5, 6, 7. Forward towards those hips. 9, 10, and release. Just move slightly back on your mats so that your toes are right at the bottom of your mat, and bring the hands slightly forward of the shoulders, and you're going to lower the hips down towards the floor, but don't lose that belly spine connection, and you're just gently going to take the weight from side to side. Keep your elbows tucked as you slowly lower down. Open the chest, lift the chin, and you're going to lower first the hip bones onto the floor, then the navel, then the rib cage, then the heart, and then the forehead. Inhale as you lift your head only. Exhale, lift your belly and your rib cage, and let that help you as you also push into your hands and take your weight all the way back to your feet. Anchor your hands, cement them where they are. Drop your tailbone down and feel that stretch right down from the hands into the armpits. Inhale, come up, around the spine as you come up. Keep the chin tucked, bring the weight, the hips forward, and slowly as you bring the hips forward, you start to lift your chin gracefully as a swan. Elbows start to tuck into the waist as you lower first the hips, then the navel, rib cage, forehead onto the floor. And one more time, inhale, lift the head. Exhale, let that belly button lift you up, and take it all the way back. This time you're going to inhale again, just round your spine, tuck your chin, and again unravel yourself gracefully as you lower hips, navel, rib cage, and forehead. Now you're going to slide your right arm forward, and you're going to lift your right leg. You're going to slide your left arm forward, and you're going to bend your knee and reach for that ankle, and let your body lift as you pull that ankle away from your shoulder. Now press into the left hand, but keep those shoulders down. Now lift that knee up as high as it will go. Now pull that heel away from your tailbone, but don't drop over to the right. Slowly as you come down, you're going to release your knee to the mat and bring the heel as close to your buttock as you can. And now lift the knee off the floor if you can, even if it only comes up off a millimeter. Release it, and now slide the right arm forward, and you're going to bend the left knee, take the left hand around, reach for the left ankle, and you're going to lift that knee off the floor and slowly start to lift the chest as you press down into the right hand. Now pull the left ankle away from the tailbone. As you release it, release the knee to the floor and bring the heel in towards the tailbone. And if you can, lift that knee slightly off the floor, even if it only comes up a tiny bit. Release the knee to the floor, drag the hands back, bringing them in line with your fingertips, in line with your armpits. Lift up, keeping those elbows tucked. Dig the toes in, and you're going to take yourself up into a downward dog. Just feel those hamstrings, they're probably really cold. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. You're going to bend your right knee, and then take your right hand onto the outside of the left ankle. Drop your torso as low as you can over that bent right knee. You're going to take your left arm up and around and hook it onto the outside, the inside of your right thigh. So you're really sitting into that right hip, and you're bending that right hip knee as much as you can. Then drop your head and just let your head be as heavy as a cannonball. Take that arm back up into the air, bring it back down to the floor, and you're going to change it. So bend your left knee now and take your left hand onto the outside of the right ankle, twist. Take your right arm up now, open that shoulder, bring that arm all the way around, hook those fingers onto the inside of the left leg, or as close as you can get. Look up at the sky, open that shoulder, bend that left knee a little bit more so that you're really sitting into that left hip, getting a strong stretch in the right hamstring, and then release the head and just let it hang. Gently release, bending the knees to start off with, and straighten the knees now, and then just give the knees a little bit of a bend again. Lift the toes, plant the toes, and straighten those legs as much as you can. Now walk forward, right hand first, left hand. You're going to come into a plank with your right hand and your hands underneath your shoulders. You now engage those thighs, lift those knees, and you're going to walk it back. Lift the hips first, right hand first, left, right, left, back into your lovely hamstring stretch. Then take your left hand forward first, your right hand, left hand, right hand. Find your beautiful plank. Your hips aren't dropped or lifted, they are in a neutral position. Now walk back, left hand first, left, right, just coming back to that lovely standing forward bend. And then take your right hand forward again, left, right, left, and find your plank. Your core is strong, your rib cage is lifting, your shoulders are drawing down. Bring the right hand back first, left, right, left. Then the left hand again, left, right, and hold it here. And then walk back, left, right, and wrap your hands around your knees, hold onto your elbows, and stretch out your legs as much as you can. Release those arms. Walk forward, back onto your hands and knees. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, push up into a downward dog. Maybe your hamstrings are a little warmer by now, and you're going to take that leg up, keeping your hip absolutely square. And you're going to step that foot all the way forward between the hands. Come down onto your knee. And you're going to twist. Take your whole body over to the right. Now, if you need your block, put your block onto the outside of your right foot. And you can take your weight onto your block. You want to take your right hand, and you actually want to take your belly, and you want to twist in your whole rib cage. You want to twist that whole rib cage, help it along, get the belly out the way, so that you're twisting towards that leg. And then lean onto that block, or lean onto the ground, and you're going to stretch out that leg. And then start to walk your hands a little bit away from you, and then walk them towards you. If you can't lift the back knee off the floor, it's absolutely fine. You're still going to get a lovely massage into the colon area. And then you're going to, if you can, next step is to keep that hand onto the floor, or you can place the hand onto your block. put it onto the outside of the knee, and you want to press that knee into the arm, and you're going to take it into a twist, taking the right arm up to the sky. Now stretch out that back leg and lower that heel to the ground. Gently lower that knee down to the floor. Hands back onto the floor, onto either side of that foot, and you're going to step that right foot back behind you. And in this position, all you're going to do is you're going to bend your right knee and stretch. Bend, stretch. Sorry, left knee. Bend, stretch, bend. Hips should be absolutely square. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. You're going to step that leg forward again. Heel underneath the knee. Now you're going to take the elbow onto the outside of the knee. Take the hand onto the other hand. Now you've got to watch out that you don't shrug your shoulders into your ears. You want to draw those shoulders down. And if you feel comfortable here, you can slowly start to lift that back knee off the ground. And now you've got to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to see if you can twist a little further, pressing into the outside of that right knee and resisting with that right knee. So using your right glute to help get that outward rotation of that right upper leg. Gently release the knee to the floor. Hands come back onto the floor. Take that leg back up behind you. Slowly lower that foot onto the back of your left foot. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to come forward into a plank and then into upward dog. I want you to squeeze, open your chest, squeeze your inner thighs together. Take it up again, lift that heel, then lower. And you're going to lift that heel high without bringing your weight forward. Now bring your weight forward, uncurl into your upward dog. Lift it up and lower. Lift the heel up and you're going to bring it forward. Now this time, you're going to look underneath your leg, you're going to lift your hips slightly, keeping your elbow straight. You're going to pulse it. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you really iron board your abs. 2, ironing board. And 1. Take that leg straight back up where it was. And then come down onto your hands and knees. Forward onto the floor. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. And a big sigh out the mouth. And you'll just feel the right side of the body will feel very different from the left side. The right shoulder might feel a bit warmer, looser. The right hip also a little bit warmer and looser. Your breath might be a little faster. Just observe. What are the changes now that you've just worked into the right side of the body? Slowly roll up. I'm going to do the left side, but I'm going to turn around so that I don't turn away from the camera. And first start off with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to take yourself up into your downward dog. You're going to raise up that left leg behind you. You're going to inhale, bend the right knee, exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend, exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend, exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend, exhale, stretch. Slowly start to bring that leg all the way forward and step it between the hands. Lower your back knee to the floor. And you're going to walk your hands onto the outside of your knee. Use your block if you need to use your block. When you are comfortable there, you want to straighten your front leg slightly as you just lift and help that rotation along. You can do it again, just pulling that navel in and helping your whole rib cage rotate. Straighten out that back leg again, that is optional. And then if you feel comfortable doing so, take that arm up. Now lengthen the crown away from that back heel, stretch into that back leg, lift that back knee. Feel how strong both glutes are working really strongly to help support this. And slowly release. Hands on either side of the front foot. You're going to step that leg back up into the air. Lower that heel to the back of the other foot. And you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to come forward into your upward dog. Slowly uncurling the spine. Hands should be under the shoulders. Now let the core lift you back into your downward dog. Lift that heel, lower it. Lift that heel and bring it forward into your upward dog. Lift it up and back. Lift it up and now into your plank position, but it's a modified plank. So you're pushing into your hands and you're looking under at your thigh and you're lifting and lowering those hips for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take yourself back into downward dog. Extend that leg behind you and lower your right heel as close to the floor as you can. Bring that left leg all the way forward. Lower the knee onto the floor and come up. And now take your right elbow onto the outside of your right knee. Hands come together. Get your balance first. So lift those toes off, left toes off the ground. Plant them back onto the ground. Get those shoulders down. This might be as far as you want to go. Otherwise, you're going to lift that back knee off the floor. Drawing the shoulder blades down, making your neck as long as you can. Pulling that belly button. With every exhalation, you are massaging into the colon intestine area, detoxifying the body. Slowly lower the knee to the floor, hands onto the floor. You're going to step that leg back up behind you. Chest through the arms. Lower that foot to the floor, come down onto your knees. Come down onto your bellies. And you're going to bend both knees. You're going to reach around for your ankles. Now, if you cannot reach your ankles, it's absolutely fine. All you're going to do then is you're going to place your forehead onto your hands and you're just going to lift your knees, okay? But before you do that, okay, let's all do it together. So hands underneath the forehead. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to tuck your pelvis so that you almost feel like you're lifting your belly button, and then lift your knees off the floor. Release. So it's tuck, lift the knees, and release. Tuck, lift the knees, and release. So that you're getting that tucking sensation when you bring your hands around and behind you. So that you're either going to repeat what we've just done, or you're going to do what we're doing now. So you're going to lift that chest up, lift the knees up as high as they'll go, and if you can, you're going to rock backwards and forwards. Even if you're just in this position and you're static and you're not moving, as long as you're breathing and as long as there's awareness, you're still massaging into the belly area. Slowly release, hands underneath the chest, lift up, push back into your downward dog and just walk it out. Walk your feet towards your hands. Wrap your hands around behind your knees and gently start to straighten your legs as much as you can. Feel that stretch across the upper back and just slowly move your head from side to side. Back to center, release the arms and come down into a comfortable seated position. You might just want to sit in a cross-legged pose, or if you can like this, or you can have the option of sitting on your block. Entirely up to you. And whichever position you're in, you're going to take your right hand and you're going to place it onto your left knee. Sit up nice and tall, and you're going to twist your entire body around to the back. Inhale, and as you exhale, sink the lower body down into the ground. Now turn your right hand so the back of the hand is pressing into the outside of the knee. Open the chest. Level out those shoulders. Level out the hips. feel if you're coming off one sit bone, putting too much weight on the one. You want to get your weight even. And you don't want an overarch in the lower back. So just find a nice neutral spine. And then just drop your chin into your chest and look over your front shoulder. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. Over to the other side. Back of the hand to the outside of the knee. Inhale, lift the crown up to the ceiling, drop those shoulders. Exhale, take your right hand as far behind as you can. Just make sure your rib cage is parallel with the ground, shoulders parallel with the ground, crown is lifting high. And then just counter that twist, take it over to the other side for a moment, and then back to center. And place your palms onto your knees. Just make sure you are comfortable. And you're going to take your hands and place them underneath. Before we do that, I need to tell you where the acupuncture points are. Okay, so for hunger, this is your hunger point, just in front of your ear here, this fleshy part of your ear. You just massage into that for about a minute. And then what you can do also is you can open and close your mouth. So it's actually quite a good idea to do both sides, and then you open and close your mouth. So you can feel that little connection there with the jaw. That joint is in the jaw. That is the point that is connected to your hypothalamus, which basically rules the function of your appetite, or the functions of your hunger. And another thing that you can do, which also really works well, is to tap. So you find the karate chop point here, and you tap on it. So your dominant hand will do the tapping. And so you can include it with the point I just showed you, and you'll go, even though I'm really hungry and I feel like snacking now, I deeply and completely love and respect myself. And then what you'll do is you'll tap on these points here, and this is what you'll say. You'll say things like, this hunger, I'm always hungry, but I've just had supper and I'm still hungry. Or I've just had breakfast and I'm still hungry. I can't seem to fill this hole in my stomach. It's just bottomless. All this hunger. Deep breath in as you tap on the crown and breathe out. And you'll find that that also just calms the whole central nervous system. And that point there really, really works very well to settle the hunger, the feeling of hunger. And if you've just got to do it once or twice, and you're right there in the habit. And then the other point that I wanted to show you was for sleeping, is you've got this point right here in line with your little finger, and you place your thumb there, and you'll circle for 2 to 3 minutes in one direction, just gently, and then you'll change direction for a minute or 2 or 3, depending how much time you've got. And then you'll take it over to the right side of that point, and you'll just press it gently into the right side of that point, just to make sure that you're not missing the spot. And then over to the left side of that point again. Now this has helped me immensely. I mean, I really battle with my sleeping. I have tried cannabis oil, melatonin, sleeping aids of all kinds, and even eating carbs at night, which does seem to help, but is really not good for me, because then I wake up exhausted. And this honestly seems to help immensely. And also the cannabis oil, then I don't dream, and I love to remember my dreams. I think dreams are very important. So if you battle with sleeping, and also what it does is it calms down the whole central nervous system. Okay, so now we can do a little bit of quiet time. You're going to place your fingertips underneath your armpits. Onto that also, we have a lot of lymph nodes here. So you stimulate those lymph nodes, which detoxify the body. And also helps to bring the body into balance by pressing to the left and right sides of the body. just a very gentle, so you're not pressing hard at all. You keep those shoulders relaxed and find a neutral spine, the chin parallel to the floor, and you're going to let's do some square breathing. You're going to inhale for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold the breath out, 1, 2, 3, 4. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it out, 1, 2, 3, 4. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it out, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more in your own time. Now you can place your hands on top of your thighs or your knees, wherever is comfortable, palms facing upwards. Take a deep breath in, lift the crown up to the sky, and as you breathe out, soften the shoulders down. Lift the back of your neck up. And again, just taking your awareness to the parts of the body touching the ground. And just feel like you're a lotus flower. You've got your roots deep, deep, deep into the earth. Send those roots down. Anchor yourself into the physical. Imagine that your roots are going through all this dark, beautiful red colors of soil, burnt sienna colors, red ochres, yellow ochres, all the beautiful earth colors. And then bring your awareness back up into the pelvis, feeling that lovely anchor, that groundedness, that sense of connection with the beautiful Mother Earth. Gratitude that comes with knowing that she's always there, providing, supporting. And then start to bring your awareness up your spine, to the navel, to the solar plexus, heart center, throat, third eye, and then take your awareness up to the crown chakra. And imagine that 1,000-petal lotus opening up, all those beautiful petals opening up, allowing you to receive the light that is there. Just drink that light in. As you inhale, bring it in through the crown. As you exhale, take it down the spine into the earth. And again, breathing in through the crown. Imagine you're bringing in all this light, this lightness, the support, your spiritual support, your wisdom, that infinite knowledge of just knowing what is right. Just allowing all fears, worries, stresses, nervous tension to sink down into the earth. So anything it is that is bothering you at the moment, stressing you, imagine it growing heavier and send it downwards into the earth. And imagine going down through those roots, down, down, down into the earth. Keeping that crown chakra, awareness in the crown chakra all the time. And start to feel a little bit of a pressure there on the crown. Feel the lightness in the upper body. And feel the lightness that comes with the letting go of the heaviness. Just know that you can do this breathing anytime, breathing in through the crown and breathing out through the base chakra. Keeping the crown chakra open keeps you infinitely connected with the divine. The divine wisdom. And just imagine your entire body filling with this lightness. And feel the space that your body is in. Feel the space hugging you, supporting you. Feel that slight sway of the upper body as you breathe in and out. That invitation to be absolutely free. Free of worry, free of stress. By keeping that crown chakra open. And then gently rub your thumb over each fingertip, awakening your senses. And slowly drop your chin into your chest. And you're going to slowly open your eyes, just gazing at a point in front of you. Beyond that point. So you're not actually focusing on anything particular. And then start to blink. That is also a form of detoxification, believe it or not. And you're going to inhale, and you're going to bring your palms above your head, reaching for that light, and bring it down, anchor it into the crown, into the heart, and into the physical. Thank you so much for joining me today.